Welcome to the King's College London Graduate School Second Careers podcast. I'm Michael Flavin, and with me is the Careers Officer with responsibility for postgraduate students at King's, Terry Jones. In this podcast, we'll be looking at where careers advice can be found at King's, the advantage of having a clearly defined career goal, the disadvantages of having a clearly defined career goal, and taking a look at the resources that are available for graduate students here at King's. So Terry, thinking particularly perhaps of the new arrival at King's, the new researcher, how are people going to get in touch with you?
Well, I'm accessible on all the main campuses at King's. I try to move between them. I do have a main office, a supposed main office at the Strand in the Macadam building. But I go to Guy's, and that will be on Tuesday this year. I go to Denmark Hill and the Institute of Psychiatry on Thursday. I'm at the Waterloo site on Monday. So I move around, but can be accessed, and appointments can be made simply by emailing me at terry.jones@kcl.ac.uk, and we can fix up a mutually agreeable time.
So, thinking perhaps of a new researcher, though not exclusively a new researcher, what's the advantages for that researcher of having a very clearly defined career goal?
Well, these are the advantages of focus. You can focus energy on developing a set of skills and capabilities that are right for the career that you have in mind. And in terms of skill development, that may mean looking at the researcher development program and selecting those items which are just right for what you plan.
Thank you. But similarly, are there any disadvantages for someone, a researcher, having a very narrowly defined career goal at this stage in their research?
Well, I guess it's like in the research process as well. If you have too many assumptions of what is the case, it can lead you to overlook other kinds of possibilities. The fact is that PhD students do a whole range of things after their doctorate, not just in academic research. And to have an open mind to look at other possibilities does mean that you have a broader base of careers that you can choose from.
Thinking now about the careers resources that we have at King's, what's available? How do students get it?
Well, when we use the word resources, we're often talking about library, reference material, that sort of thing, and certainly we do have that. It's actually mainly housed at the Strand site, the one in the Macadam building that I mentioned, which is quite near the Student Union and the new Compass Centre. But we have a range of periodicals and books about specialist careers. But I think there's another sense of a way of looking at resources, which is the activities that the Careers Service more generally, both within King's and within London University, puts on. So there's a whole range of activities that are put on, many of which would be of great interest to some PhD students. And I often provide a link to those resources. I alert students to them. Often, in fact, using the graduate school's own online bulletin board.
Thank you, Terry. And just to give you the web address for the online bulletin board for the graduate school, where we post details of all the latest job vacancies, after http:// it's kclgradschool, that's all one word, .wordpress.com. And you can also access the online bulletin board through the graduate school's virtual learning environment, on which every graduate student at King's is enrolled. So in this second podcast, we've looked at where careers advice can be found at King's, the advantages of having a clearly defined career goal, the disadvantages of that, and the kind of resources that we have here. Terry Jones, thanks very much.
Thank you.